Hello, you beautiful people. I'm Michael Botts, and I am excited about the show today. Today we're doing part 3 of Going the Speed of Success. And yesterday we talked about the who, and you got to choose that. And today we're going to go into the next one. Look, you were born genius. You were born epic. And I can prove it to you. I want you to think about, you were born, I am enough. I'm just letting it soak in. You were born on your DNA, it was imprinted, I am enough. And I was thinking about this in the last couple of days. Think about the premature babies, how they survive. A baby is born, I am enough, and you could put it under the ridiculous, heavy circumstances, and a baby will come out thriving and living and surviving. That's how each of us are born in I am enough. You learn to eat, you learn to drink, to walk, and you learn to talk without any hesitation, without any discouragement, without any depression, without any anxiety, without worrying about what anybody thought. When you were learning to eat spaghetti and it was all over you, you never were like, oh, I can't eat spaghetti again because everybody laughed at me. That was not a thought. That did not cross your mind. So you're born, I am enough. And you're going along, and then you get caught in the riptide of life, and you get sucked out into the ocean of am I enough? And in the ocean of am I enough, you're still trying to succeed. But now they're getting these labels. Oh, you're stupid. Oh, you have a learning disability. Our whole family always works at 7-Eleven. You're athletic, but you'll never be smart. You're smart, but you'll never be athletic. You're clumsy. You always spill this and that and this and that. And it just goes on, and it covers the I am enough on your DNA. And so now you're drowning in the ocean of am I enough, and your lungs are filling with doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. When you show up here every day, every morning, it's like I'm grabbing you and dragging you back up onto the beach of I am enough. And I'm starting to resuscitate you. Every day you come here, I'm blowing life into your lungs. Every day you read a page of my book, I'm blowing life into your lungs. And finally, you come about and you start to spew out doubt and fear and limiting beliefs. And you take these breaths in, and it's like we pulled away all the labels, and it says, I am enough again, still. And I stand you up, and I aim you down the path of success. And what do we know about the path of success, tribe? It is paved with gratitude. So this part of the show is always about expressing your gratitude. I'll do one. I am grateful for healthy organs. My heart, my lungs, my liver, my kidneys, all those things are working so good, and I'm so grateful that I take care of them and that they're working properly. And I am enough. That's how it sounds. I'm grateful for what you're grateful for, and then I am enough. And then I think you should do what I'm proud of too, because we love to learn about you, tribe. And then I'm proud of sounds like I'm proud of what you're grateful for, what you're proud of, and then I am enough. Laura Carroll's first. Laura Carroll says, I'm grateful for the fact that this November and I still have blooming flowers. Awesome. I'm proud that I have the willpower to sustain my health, my healthy lifestyle, and I am enough. Yes. She's been on travel, and she's still getting her workout in. She's still making quality decisions when she eats, and she's giving herself permission to have a great time. And I am so proud of you for that too. And blooming flowers. Oh, the colors around here in Virginia, you have the flowers coming up like purples and blues, and then you have the leaves are all these different colors. Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. If it just would stay light longer, I'd be great. All right, now as you're putting in your gratitudes, we are going to take some breaths. Because what do we know, tribe? What do we know? Life did not go to sleep last night. Life stayed awake and thought about how it's going to kick your ass today. So when you open your eyes, you pull the sheet down to see what's going on, life is standing there starting to swing at you. And you have just started taking punches. And finally you're up against the cage and you're just taking punches. You're not doing anything that you meant to do for the day. So these breaths are going to create space. Let's just say it. Space. And this space is where the answer is. If you're friends with me on Facebook, if you're not, you should be. But if you are, I put a meditation on this morning, and it is awesome. I did it a year ago, and it is powerful. So take some time today and do that meditation. All right, let's take this first breath. Now remember, we're creating space, and in the space is the answer to what you're supposed to do next. Not the whole solution, not the whole plan, not from here till your deathbed, but what you're supposed to do next. Ready? Breathe in. My heart is beating. Breathe in. Let it out. My heart is beating. Think about that. There's nothing you could do to make your heart beat another beat. The gratitude of that. Two more. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. My heart is beating. One more. Let it out. My heart is beating. Woo! We could just stay right there all day, and all y'all should be so just blown away. My heart is beating, man. That by itself is amazing. We are the richest if we just get our brains around. My heart is beating. Oh, woo! Love it. All right. We are talking about the speed of success. We talked about you need to know what the speed of success is, like the speed of light. We know what it is. That way we can measure if we're getting close to the speed of light. Yesterday we talked about your who and how scary it is to talk about your who, to decide on your who. And today, just one thing before we go on. I want to make sure I'm clear. You have to choose your who. Who are you going to serve? Your target market. You need to choose that. I know it's scary. I know it feels like you're going to be pushing someone out, but it's actually the opposite. When you decide you're going to choose that market, people are trying to get in. The foot doctor has a waiting list because people want to get to the foot doctor because he can solve their problem. Okay? All right. Now, once you have the who, and I want to remember this, you cannot save everyone. So that's why you choose your market. When you're trying to save everyone, you save no one. So choose your market. Number two, where are they? Where are they? Where is your target market? So once you find out who your who is, where does your who hang out? Now, we're talking about the speed of success. Social media has given us a quantum leap as far as the speed of success goes. Because in social media, whatever your who is, you can find them on social media. For me, my who is entrepreneurs, business owners. And then if I want to narrow it down more, I would go veteran business owners. Okay? So if I Google veteran business owners, all this stuff comes up. I'm overflown by that. If I go on Facebook and I do veteran business owners or just business owners, all these things show up and I can join them and be in them. But I want to tell you something. You cannot sit in front of your computer and get the business that you want. I'm telling you, social media is awesome. Email, great. Digital marketing, fantastic. But still, relationships with your who is going to create business. Okay? So you've chosen a who. Now we need to know, where is your who? Where do they hang out? Networking. Networking is genius, and it's an old philosophy. Benjamin Franklin hung out with people that were going to be his who, to get him elected, to get him his business. Alexander Graham Bell hung out with his who. He needed support. He needed scientists. He would go where he would find his who. You need to find out where your who is, and then you need to be there in person. Where does your who hang out? Social media is an opportunity. Networking is an opportunity. Where do they play? Where do they play? Do they play golf? Do they play racquetball? Do they play tennis? Where does your who hang out? And there was one more I wanted to talk about. Associations. Associations. Join associations that are in where your who hangs out. And expos, like associations usually have these big giant conventions. And in the convention, they have expos. You could get a booth in the expo and be in front of your who all day for 3 days. I'm telling you, you got to know where your who is if you're going to go the speed of success. You have to decide your who, and then where is your who. I keep saying who because I don't know what your who is. You have to decide that. If it's property managers, I mean, Chris is a great example. I was coaching Chris, and we found out where the property managers convention was, and Chris successfully got to be on stage and spoke to 300 property managers. It was genius. He was awesome. He didn't take no for an answer, and he got up there and he spoke, and it catapulted his business. It quantum leaped his business because he's on the stage as an expert with his who, and they were all there searching for him. Oh, it was beautiful to watch, and I hope he does it again. I hope he learned his lesson and he does it again. So you need to find out where your who is hanging out, and then you need to go there. You need to be there a lot. Social media, networking, associations, expos. Where do they play? Do they play golf? Do they play tennis? Do they play racquetball? Do they play cricket? Do they go to the horse races? Where does your who hang out? And there's always an answer. There's always an answer. If you are saying, I don't know, that's because you're scared of going to the where is, or you haven't chosen your who yet. Hey, we're going the speed of success, but it takes courage. It takes courage to choose a who, and it takes courage to get there, wherever they are. But, you know, it takes courage, but it's only scary if you get back to me, myself, and I. I could get rejected. I have to put a suit on. I have to get over there. I have to pay for the booth at the expo. That's all me, myself, and I. But if you're looking at it as, I'm there to serve them, solve for them, and save them, then you will sprint into the wherever they are. I love you. I care about you. 3 calls to action. Get my book. This will change your life. I guarantee it. If you read this book, apply what it says, and it doesn't change your life, I'll give you money back. You got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Show up here every morning at 9 a.m. and share this video, guys. This stuff is powerful, and this stuff will impact someone in their business right now. Someone is struggling, and they don't know who their who is, and then they don't know what to do once they choose their who of where to go, where their who is. And this could change their lives. I love you. I will see you tomorrow morning. Don't miss it. We're just getting started.